We can behave like roommates.
Okay guys, so this is the SNU graduate dorm. So this is my friend Matthew. You guys have probably seen him already. He's a fellow Singaporean. We are from the same batch of KGSP 2019, right? Yeah, 2019. Yes. And he's also studying at GSIS. What is the major?
International Cooperation.
Yeah, so his classes are in English, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm in Korean Studies. But we were from the same uni in Singapore as well, NTU. Let's talk about the pros and cons for dorms. By the way, you look here, okay? Don't look here, okay?
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So you guys have already seen the dorm tour, kind of. What are the pros of staying in the school dormitory?
First and foremost, I think the most important thing is, of course, it is really cheap. And if you look at the property prices around Seoul, the dormitory is really cheap in contrast to all this. And you get a huge space as well. So I would encourage you to stay in the dormitory if you are on a tight budget. And secondly, SNU is kind of located in between the mountains. So it's pretty quiet. I really like the peace here. You know, like the Yangban lifestyle, you can just study over here. And also because SNU is a very liberal college, we do not have any curfew over here.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I didn't know. Because I know some dormitories, I think SKKU has
most of them have it.
curfew.
And in fact, we can even consume alcohol in the dormitory too. Right, yes. Even the convenience store, they do sell alcohol and even hard liquor.
Is it not allowed in other dorms?
SNU is probably one of the rare few.
So like other dormitories, they don't allow you to
No
drink
alcohol, curfew and things like this. So we have none of this. So I think it's really good. And because of how liberal it is, we even have visiting hours for visitors.
Sounds like a hospital.
Yeah. So it's a stipulated number of hours. You and your friends can, even non-residents can enter the dormitory and you guys can have fun together. If I'm not wrong, on weekends it starts at 9 AM until 10 PM.
Wow, that's quite late.
And during the weekdays, it is 5 PM until 10 PM.
Can people stay over in dorms? It's not allowed, right?
Discreetly, we do have a residential manager who will actually manage all these complaints. But because all of us are graduate students, she doesn't really bother us. Like she treats us like adults, doesn't really care. Unless somebody voiced or filed a complaint.
Oh, because you're too noisy or something, right? So if you get caught, like what are the ranking system that we saw, what are the points?
So SNU has this reward and punishment system. So everybody starts off with a 0 point. So if you do something wrong, you probably get punished a certain number of demerit points. And if you do something good, like improving the well-being of the community, you get plus points.
Like how? Like
clean
the floor?
You help the RA carry the boxes, like clean the room very well, blah blah blah. So SNU practice the immediate expulsion as well if you do things that are too overboard. Like if you cook in the room or if you start a fire. You get kicked out right away, and probably you get banned from applying for the dorms again.
Oh.
So that's how serious. But don't worry, it's pretty chill. You
might be like, oh, maybe I'm not made for the dormitory life.
And also, most of the dormitories that I experienced, right, the drying and the cleaning service is not free.
Oh.
So for SNU, washing and drying services are totally free.
Oh, that's good because it's expensive, right?
It is.
You need to try.
Oh, I forgot to say that the rooms are soundproof as well, so it's really quiet. You cannot hear anything from outside.
Have you like heard anyone next to you?
Never.
Wow.
So it's dead silent.
That's
and
good.
You know the typical stereotype of SNU students is that we study all the time, we have no social life.
It's true.
I want to add that the bed is really comfortable.
Oh, it's thick.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's all.
So what are the cons?
The cons is definitely every floor only has one kitchen with one induction cooker. So if you're a student on a very tight budget, especially if you're from GKS, you will understand that you have to cook to save money.
Yeah, correct. I mentioned in my previous video.
So it's really you really have to. You wouldn't necessarily be fighting with the Korean students because they probably depend on the microwave.
True.
But you just have to bring all your ingredients over there, prepare.
But you have a fridge, right?
Yeah, I do have a fridge. And you have to, I don't know, some of your roommates wouldn't allow you to bring food in, which would be a problem as well. Space issues too, like how do you put your pots, pans and cutleries and things like this.
True, because you can't put it there, right?
Because they don't allow you to put it in the kitchen, at least for my building. Different buildings have different rules.
True.
So these are the things that you have to consider, which brings us to the next point. Like, having a roommate is also quite a negative thing.
True.
Because I heard a lot of stories about people moving out just because.
Yeah, I know. I have a friend like that.
A lot actually.
Because it's different people, different lifestyles.
Different lifestyles, different cultures, and they just cannot get along with each other.
True.
And I don't know, somebody's poison might be somebody's honey, you know, like.
True.
I had a really good time in the dormitory because I had no roommates. My roommate moved out 2 days after I moved in.
Then that's good for you.
I didn't do anything wrong to him. He quit the graduate school, so.
Oh, he quit.
He quit.
Oh,
He quit.
okay.
So I had a whole room to myself.
Yeah, and the room is really quite big. But I would say like a con, like for those people who don't like this kind of like peaceful life, it's gonna be quite tough, right? Because I have a friend who like will say that taking the bus up every time is really quite like troublesome. If you're going to be going out every day, you have to take the bus down.
True.
And I think the bus stops at what, 11 p.m.
I'm not sure about that.
I've haven't tried.
I mean, most of the time I walked up the.
You walk.
Yeah.
That's 30 minutes, right? It's mad. So, if you can walk like 30 minutes, go for it. But yeah. Would you recommend people to stay in dorms?
Oh, definitely.
Have you like tried like dorm activities?
Because unfortunately, we are during the pandemic right now, so most of the things are held via Zoom. But I did participate in some activities. Like time to time, they have this, I don't know, like Christmas Zoom party or Guanak poem party. Or
Guanak poem.
Yeah. So
you write poems.
write a poem or some prose about Guanak dolls and things like this.
Okay.
So it's quite easy to win prizes if you are into that kind of stuff.
Have you tried? Have you won?
I tried. I won a Olive Young 10,000.
Wow, okay. 10,000 won.
Yeah, 10,000 won gift card.
Okay, how about in Nonsan when you were doing your language school?
Nongsan is a totally different story because in comparison to Seoul, Nongsan has nothing.
That's true.
So you have to make things work. So of course there's more interactions in Nongsan.
And definitely more friends made there, right?
Right.
So Matt will tell you guys what are the different room layouts for what graduates and yeah. Okay.
For the undergraduate, it's pretty straightforward. I did my exchange in SNU as well in 2017, so I did stay in the dormitory. As I mentioned earlier, I really encourage you to stay in the dormitory because there's no curfew, you can do whatever you want.
Even for undergrads.
Even for undergraduates. So it's really cheap and you pay by the semester. And so what happens is that for the undergraduates, you wouldn't have those shower or
you go out.
you actually have it's a communal toilet. So it's quite good for me because I mean I don't have to wash the toilet, right?
True.
But for the graduate, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. You get to choose if you want a 6-man.
6 men?
6 men, yeah.
6 people in one room.
Six people in like a apartment style. Or even that for undergraduate too.
Oh, okay.
So six men in one dormitory room apartment.
Okay. So you get to have your own kitchen in the 6 person.
I think a sofa and things like this inside as well.
But why didn't you choose it? More expensive?
No, it's about the same price. But my dad told me it's gonna be quite
True.
And also option number 2 would be the new global house. I think global house is more towards foreigners. And then we have the graduate dorms over here, single room and double room. Oh, they do give priority to GKS students for graduate residential hall over here.
I mentioned in my previous video. How much is it? Can you let them know about the price?
For the double room like this, it's 219,000
per month.
Per month.
It is undergrad.
Undergraduate is per semester.
So it's the same price per semester.
Per semester, yes.
That's really cheap though.
For the single room, same size, 300,000
per month.
Per month. We have the last option, which is a very small single room, Goshiwon style, communal toilet for graduate students. I think it's 219,000 as well.
But people would choose that.
People actually like that, I think.
Because got no roommate.
But the thing is, the priority will be given to PhD students for single room. But you can try your luck. It's like a lucky draw system.
Yeah, I have a few friends in GSS who are staying in single rooms. Yeah. This is the end of this video about dorms. So this is Matthew. We'll be filming another video talking about his experience, his GKS experience, and what he wrote in his documents to give you guys some tips. So remember to like, subscribe, and
comment.
No, press the notification. If you guys enjoyed this KGSP video, remember to like, subscribe, and press that notification button.
Press that notification button.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Right.